Travel and tourism is a common topic in the ELTS speaking test. Today, I'll share questions and sample answers on this topic. You can find the link to the PDF document in the first comment. Want to improve your ELTS writing skills? Check our new ELTS writing channel. Part 1. Do you enjoy traveling to new places?
Yes, I love exploring new places. It's exciting to experience different cultures, try local food, and see unique landscapes. Traveling gives me a fresh perspective and makes life more interesting.
How often do you go on trips or holidays?
I usually travel a couple of times a year, mostly during holidays or long weekends. It depends on my schedule, but I try to plan at least one big trip annually.
What type of places do you like to visit when you travel?
I enjoy visiting places with natural beauty, like mountains or beaches. I also love exploring historical cities with interesting architecture and rich culture. Both give me a sense of adventure and relaxation.
Do you prefer traveling alone or with others? Why?
I prefer traveling with others because it's more fun to share experiences and create memories together. Traveling alone can be peaceful, but I think trips are more enjoyable with family or friends.
Have you ever visited a country with a culture very different from yours?
Yes, I visited Japan last summer, and its culture was fascinating. Everything from their traditions to food was so unique. I was amazed by their politeness and attention to detail in daily life.
Do you prefer to travel with family or friends?
I enjoy both, but I usually prefer traveling with friends. It's more flexible and fun to explore with people my age, though family trips can be more relaxing and meaningful.
Do you usually plan your trips in detail or prefer to be spontaneous?
I like a mix of both. I plan the main parts, like transport and accommodation, but go with the flow, like trying a new restaurant I come across. It makes the trip organized yet adventurous.
That's the end of part 1. Now we are going to move to part 2. In this part, you will have 1 minute to prepare and then speak up to 2 minutes. Question 1. Describe a memorable trip you went on. You should say where you went, who you traveled with, what you did there, and explain why this trip was memorable.
One of the most memorable trips I've ever been on was to Thailand. I visited this beautiful country 3 years ago, during the winter holidays. It had always been one of my favorite places to go because of its stunning beaches, rich culture, and delicious food. I was excited to experience a place so different from my home. I traveled with my family, which made the experience even more special. We planned a week-long trip, mainly staying on Phuket Island. On the first day, we visited the Big Buddha, an impressive and peaceful landmark. We also explored vibrant street markets and tried local dishes like green curry and mango sticky rice. The food was full of flavor and completely unforgettable. It was also a lot of fun talking to the local businessman. We then spent time at Kata Beach, one of the most famous beaches in Thailand. The water was crystal clear and the sand was soft and white. We relaxed under the sun and enjoyed fresh coconut water. My younger brother and I also went diving, exploring the colorful underwater world, which was truly breathtaking. Sharing these experiences with my family made it even more meaningful. What made this trip so memorable was the combination of Thailand's natural beauty, vibrant culture, and the warmth of its people. The temples, beaches, and adventures filled us with a sense of wonder. Traveling with my family allowed us to spend quality time together. Everyone had something they enjoyed, whether it was exploring temples, shopping, or relaxing on the beach. It's a trip I'll always treasure.
Question 2. Describe a tourist attraction you have visited. You should say where it is located, what you saw and did there, why it is popular with tourists, and explain how you felt about visiting this place.
One of the most famous tourist attractions I've visited is the pyramids in Egypt. These ancient structures were built around 4,500 years ago and are some of the most iconic landmarks in the world. The Great Pyramid is the largest of the three, and it was originally built as a tomb. It's incredible to think how these massive pyramids have lasted for thousands of years, surviving wars and natural disasters. When I visited, I was shocked of their size and the amazing craftsmanship. I spent hours walking around the area, admiring the pyramids from every angle. The Great Pyramid is so large that it's hard to grasp its scale until you stand next to it. I also visited the Sphinx, the massive statue with the body of a lion and the head of a human, which is just as impressive. The details on the Sphinx and the pyramids show the incredible skill of the ancient Egyptians. The pyramids are extremely popular with tourists because they are symbols of ancient Egypt and are full of history. They are one of the 7 wonders of the ancient world, and millions of people come from all over the world to see them. The pyramids represent Egypt's great history and the power of its ancient rulers. Visiting the pyramids was a truly unforgettable experience. I felt both amazed and humbled by the size and beauty of these ancient structures. It made me appreciate how much history and culture these landmarks hold, and it's an experience I will never forget.
That's the end of part 2. Now we are going to move to part 3. How has tourism changed in your country over the years?
Tourism has grown significantly in my country, especially with more international flights and improved infrastructure. For example, the development of new airports and highways has made it easier for people to visit. Additionally, online platforms like Airbnb have made accommodation more accessible, leading to a boost in tourism.
What are the advantages and disadvantages of tourism for local communities?
Tourism brings economic benefits, creating jobs in hospitality, transportation, and local markets. For instance, coastal towns depend on tourists for income. However, it can also lead to overcrowding, environmental damage, and the loss of local culture. In some cases, traditional areas have become overly commercialized, losing their authenticity.
Do you believe that tourists should respect local customs and traditions when visiting a new place?
Yes, tourists should respect local customs as it helps maintain cultural harmony. For example, in many countries, modest dress codes are important, and respecting them shows understanding. It also helps prevent misunderstandings and ensures that both tourists and locals have a positive experience during interactions.
Do you think it's important for people to learn about the culture and history of a place before visiting?
Yes, learning about a destination's culture and history helps tourists appreciate the place better. For example, knowing about the significance of ancient temples deepens the travel experience. It also helps avoid accidentally offending local traditions, as visitors are more likely to follow customs if they know about them.
In your opinion, what makes a destination popular with tourists?
A destination becomes popular due to its unique attractions and convenient transportation. For instance, places with beautiful beaches, historical landmarks, and vibrant culture, like Thailand, draw many tourists. Additionally, easy accessibility through airports or transport links also plays a significant role in making a place popular with visitors.
How has the way people travel changed with the growth of social media and travel blogs?
Social media and travel blogs have greatly influenced how people choose destinations. Platforms like Instagram showcase breathtaking locations, creating trends in travel. For example, many tourists now visit places like Iceland after seeing stunning photos on social media, which has led to an increase in tourism to such areas.
Do you think government should encourage tourism? How?
Yes, governments should encourage tourism as it boosts the economy and promotes cultural exchange. They can invest in infrastructure like transportation and accommodation and organize international events to attract tourists. For example, hosting events like world fairs or festivals can bring in more international visitors and help local businesses.
That's the end of today's video. You can find the useful phrases on this topic in my channel.